Okay, so here's my sink. I'm just going to talk through my kind of system here that I've built for my camper, because just to say first before I begin, this is this sink that you can get from it's on Amazon, but it's actually it's from China. So it's an okay sink. It's an all-in-one sort of system with the tap included and everything, the faucet, and this kind of soap dispenser and all that. Yeah, I just want to kind of step you through it because it's kind of like it's just a lot of work. It's quite difficult to actually get right. There's a lot of things that it just took me ages to figure out, and I got most of my advice or ideas from this the YouTube channel Our Caravan, but I had to kind of modify it to work with what I could get a hold of, because not all the materials that he had I can get a hold of. Anyway, and just to show the system working here, just you can see that there's a little bit of fluctuation, and the thing is, I think it's okay, it's not too bad. Like, there's a little bit of a fluctuation there. It's not completely without hiccup at the start there, but it's the only real problem is when you kind of when you remove the the quick connect on the tank there, and refill the tank and do whatever you have to do. At that point, then the system splutters a lot to begin, to get all the water back into the system and everything. But other than that, when you're just using it normally, regularly, without changing anything, it's basically fine. Anyway, just to step you through my system here, the most important part, at least for me, was trying to figure out how to get a quick release. So these two tanks are the water tanks that feed the water system, the pump system, and yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to use two tanks to kind of supply the water and then have it drain outside of the van. So I needed a quick release system, and this was I couldn't figure out how to do it with a normal. Well, I tried it with a normal quick connect hose fitting, but I found out later that I needed a sort of vacuum sealed fitting. These are called Camlock quick connect fittings, which I put the link for everything I use here. I'll put the link in the description if you want to use that and buy via that. It'll be an affiliate link, obviously, but it doesn't cost extra to use that if you want to help out on my side. But anyway, so this is a Camlock quick connect fitting I bought on Amazon, and I did the research on ChatGPT to figure out what to use, because I was saying I can't get it to pump properly on the suction side with standard quick connect fittings that you get on your hose, and that's because on the suction side the pressure, you can't have any air leaks, because otherwise your water pipes get full of air bubbles, and it creates loads of noise, and the water kind of isn't very it fluctuates a lot and it just doesn't work properly. Yeah, so this is it. I mean, it's not a perfect system just yet. Prior to this, I was going to have it, I was going to have a pipe go to a try, and then it, sort of split two ways, as you can see, and it feed from both tanks at the same time. But it just created, I think it ended up creating more problems for me in terms of air bubbles and whatnot. So I decided just to do one after the other. I've got a cap here for the second tank here to cover when I'm not using it, and I'll just switch this quick connect from one to the next when I need to, when one gets empty. So you have to be a little bit careful, because the pipe has water in it. It doesn't have too much water in it, but it does have water in it, so it can leak all over the place. So you might need a sponge if and when it does. That's the quick connect fitting. I had to modify the screw-on cap with this. These are 25 litre tanks. Link for that is in the description as well. And then you get two types of screw-on cap with it, and one of them has like a pipette on it, which you can just cut off to kind of modify it and use so that you can fit this on. I've got this kind of plastic disc, as well to kind of like keep it in place, and so that I can actually, you know, when I unscrew this, you know, it doesn't have to turn the entire pipe underneath, although it wouldn't be too much of a big deal if it did. But anyway, that was for that reason. I didn't want it to turn in the tank. And yeah, I got this kind of disc there to hold it in place. And yeah, I attached the second part of the quick connect to this pipe, which is a 13mm inner diameter PVC pipe, and the link for that is in the description. It's quite difficult to get, but I wanted a rigid pipe which goes straight to the bottom of the tank, you know, not something flexible that kind of curves up. And these are 1/2 inch, supposed to be 1/2 inch barbs that go into the pipe, but these actually, for these camlock fittings, they're actually bigger than 1/2 inch. They're slightly bigger, so it's just odd that they're not accurate. You know, this is a 1/2 inch. This is 1/2 inch, and the barb on this was, as you can actually, I don't know if you can tell, but it's bigger than it should be. So I had to kind of dunk, to get it to fit, I had to dunk this PVC pipe into kind of boiling water, you know, that I boiled in a saucepan to kind of to soften the plastic, and just shove in the barb. And as you can see, it's like, you know, it's slightly wider there. But yeah, I put it in and I attached the brace here, the bracket, and that's it. Cut it to size to go to the bottom of the tank, and that's basically it. I might want to cut it a little bit shorter because I can feel that it seems to be okay actually. But yeah, it seems to be okay. Anyway, so that goes back on there, so I can easily just remove this tank when it needs to be refilled. You know, remove this and fill it up with water outside, put it back, screw this back on like so, and then attach my my quick connect like so, and that's that. And I can do that. I've got this little cap here to cover the second one when I'm not using it, so the water doesn't go all over the place. I'm also going to have to put some sort of brace to keep this in place, because these are just tanks, loose tanks. So I'll have to put like a kind of like one of these straps to kind of hold it in place, strap it down when the van's moving. And anyway, yeah, so I also had to heat this up and put this in hot water to fit into the barb, 1/2 inch barb, but bigger. It was supposed to be 1/2 inch, but it's bigger than that, so I had to heat up this pipe here, put it in boiling water in a saucepan, and shove it on to get it working. And so yeah, this is a kind of yeah, it's got a sort of it's a strengthened pipe. It's not just a simple plastic pipe. It's kind of strengthened by this inner I don't know, braid, if you like, and it goes into the I've got the filter here, the water filter that you have to buy separately with the Sure Flow pump, and if you buy the Sea Flow pump, by the way, I've got a Sure Flow, I think it's a 30 psi pump. Link is in the description, but it's not only is it more noisy, but you have to buy this this water filter separately, and use that and attach to it. Whereas with the Sea Flow, apparently the equivalent Sea Flow, which I'll put in the description as a link for the equivalent Sea Flow pump in the description. And apparently it's quieter, and you get this filter with it, so it's actually cheaper as well. But yeah, it just goes. You have one of these standard screw-on 1/2 inch connectors. You connect to the to this filter, which you screw on to the suction side of the pump. That goes into the suction side, and then if you can just, I'll have to remove this tank to show you. Pump connects to this shower connector, which has kind of rubber grommets on the inside. You have to be careful to buy one with that is watertight and has grommets on the inside, so I'll put a link to this one in the description. And that attaches to the accumulator, which is a Sea Flow accumulator, and that's all just attached to a bit of plywood, which is attached to the structure of the cabinetry that I have here. And then after that, I connected this 1/2 inch braided hose pipe, which goes to a try here, and that connects to both the hot and the cold water of the faucet. Okay, yeah, and then after that, obviously it has to drain, you have to drain the water, and I bought this Camco water drain, flexible water drain with a hose that came with it, but I attached my own 3/4 inch strengthened hose. I just get this out of the way if I can without leaking water everywhere. I'll try to do that without water going everywhere. Hopefully it might do. Water might, yeah, it does leak. So it's something to keep in mind. You might have to have like a sponge handy, you know, in the area for when that happens. In any case, so it's 3/4 inch hose pipe, which goes into a 3/4 inch barb and screws in to a 3/4 inch Y here, and then that drains out to a 3/4 inch screw onto a 1/2 inch barb, and the 1/2 inch pipe goes down there and behind here. So this is, you can't actually see this, but in the, you know, in the cavity of the wall of the van there, you have, you know, I've got insulation in there now, but here there is an actual hole to push the pipe through, and it leads to the outside of the van, which I'll show you in a second. So yeah, that you'll need help to push it through because it's very, very tight. It's a very tight fit, and this is a 1/2 inch 18mm total pipe, and I actually had to, well, I'll tell you how I did that in a sec. In any case, that goes to the outside of the van. There's another 3/4 inch pipe here to a 3/4 inch barb, and that comes from the overflow, which is this thing, which you can see here. And that as well, I mean, it's just a detail really, but yeah, you can just about see that here, I think, maybe. Oh, it's very difficult, can't actually get in, but yeah, there's you might just about see that. Yeah, there it is, see that? So that is the, I had to also heat up the pipe to get it to fit onto this, because the original I had to fit a separate 3/4 inch pipe to stop it leaking, because the pipe that the plastic pipe that came with the sink for that overflow leaked, and so yeah, all the drainage goes to a Y and then goes to the drain pipe, which leads to the outside of the van. And just before I show you the inside of the van, there's also the wiring of the pump. So I've just got a, I think this is, what kind of gauge wiring is this? I must say it actually, yeah, it's only 16 gauge wiring, and it's just simple. You connect the black to the red, and I've got it connected to a switch, which is down here, so that you can turn it off, which I think is necessary really, you know, in case you have any problems. And that's basically the entire system for the outside of the van. So I'll show you the underside, and that's everything. Now under the van, I've got a light here just so you can see. This is the drain pipe, and basically I passed it through. After pushing it through the back, you'll need help with someone pushing on the other side, on the inside of the van, pushing this pipe through. First, what I did in this case is I attached a piece of string, and I put a hole in the end of the pipe here, and I just kind of tied a knot with the string on the end, and I passed the string through the hole on the inside of the van, and then grabbed it, took off this grommet here, there, and I managed to grab a piece of string, and then pulled on this side. I had someone else pushing on the inside of the van, and I put some, a coat of like I don't know, soapy water or just soap over the actual pipe itself, because it's very tight, so that I could push it through the gap on the inside of the van. And then when I grabbed the piece of string down here, obviously pulled through, and someone on the other side was pushing and got the pipe, you know, pulled the pipe through the necessary part of the bodywork, because there is an inbuilt hole to, you know, pull the pipe through. And after that, the pipe, to attach the pipe to make it sure that it was you know, facing downwards, I put this kind of rubber ring around it, you know, grommet that you can find. I took these two grommets off, and then I basically looped a zip tie from this hole to that hole, and looped it in this just to hold it down, and it works fine. This is actually several zip ties tied together, but basically it's one big zip tie, and yeah, it just holds it in place. And that is basically what I did for the drain. And that's it. And just to kind of add kind of extra details at the end of the video here, in terms of installing the sink, you know, I basically just flipped over and drew round the circumference with a pencil. Actually, I haven't even glued this down yet, but I will do. But the hole has been obviously cut so I could put this sink in. But I drew around the outside when I flipped it over, and then I measured, because it said there's an inside lip here that needs to go over the wood of the worktop, and I measured it, and it's about, what, 2 centimeters, 1.5 centimeters, about 1.8 centimeters. I don't know how much it is. And I measured that and just drew the line inside that needed to be cut, and then obviously drilled it and used a jigsaw to cut the hole. So yeah, that's basically everything that I've got on this setup. So yeah, please like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.